Hi, this is the second in the new series of videos dealing with the refactoring of the UI. If you go and log in, you'll come and you will now see for the default pages my profile, and we have 4 links here, and we have the old menus there for those who really want to use the old one because they're familiar with it. So the pages are organized so that we have floating sections so that they will shrink or expand or rearrange when somebody's using a iPhone, a Android, or tablet, so that it will fit in available space. There was some people wanting to see a more platform-friendly one. This page, which I'm looking at today, is called the Changing Microbiome. Walkthrough is here. And what you can do is just basically go down and you see there's a bunch of different boxes, and there are 4 boxes there, and they will just float around according to screen space. Core analysis is using the information in the U.S. National Library of Medicine studies to make suggestions using your microbiome and the information they have. For the first 3 of them, the 4th one is using alternative method of detecting what is up. So you basically go in, and these will go and generate suggestions. For example, let's take a look at long COVID. And it will come and give you suggestion list. And we have gone through suggestion lists before. So nice and simple. Now, we also have a couple of things happening. We have, whenever you do get a suggestion, it adds to the packages of suggestions. You can go and empty this basket if you want, which should have taken me back to the other page. I gotta fix that one. So there, now we have to go on to the next set of items. Is we have ways of determining things without using symptoms specifically. So we have, you can use Jason's criteria for what a healthy biome one, and get suggestions from there. And we go back and we see we are now up to 1 set of suggestions. You can do some of these other criteria, which are generally coming from lab results, and some of the numbers here are going to go up, increase when you get time to do more data entry. Standard live ranges is a classic way of doing it. I believe it's wrong, but it is there. And if you click on here, you get information about it. But if you click here, it will go and calculate the suggestions. It finds 19 ones there. If you go back, we'll see that goes up to 2. Box Whisker, which is a much better data science method of determining things. I believe it's what Biome Site is making use of, or something similar. Get suggestions. And we see we are up to 59 bacteria are the ones who are picked to be worked on. And we could go to Caltop Maltrop, which is a very different way of calculating what is abnormal. And that one comes up with 70. And we can go and say, okay, show me everything in the top, bottom, and for top and bottom 20 percentile. And we get 289, which implies that things are screwed because there's, I think, something like 600 into sample. 40% of 600 is 240, so you should get 240 doing 20% is whatever the count is of your bacteria. And we'll get suggestions there. Usually don't go as high as 20%. 10% is good. 5% is even better if you get a reasonable number of bacteria being listed. Once you have gone through here and here, whatever you are interested in, you can go in and view the consensus here, which goes and ranks everything nicely. And you can sort here by column and things which should be taken or avoided, and I give you the raw count, take and avoid, and there's this. I'll explain separately how to deal with this situation in a different video. It's off topic for this walkthrough. We have cake suggested probiotics. Oops, wrong one. Right, we have cake suggested probiotics here, and suggested supplement, which I believe was on the other page, so it's a duplicate. I need to rationalize it. And last thing we come is hand-picking bacteria. Hand-picking bacteria for advanced users is very sweet. It gives you a great amount of power and control. But you can go in and say, okay, first of all, I want to add any bacteria which 99% of the people have. And guess what? You have absolutely nobody there. If I drop it down to 80%, and there's 2 bacteria which you are seeing there. One occurs in 89% of people, one occurs 84%. Both of these are missing, so you can go and click that and add it. And if you look down here, you now see there's 2 bacteria selected. So that is how you can add in missing bacteria. You define what percentage you're looking for, and it will list the ones which you don't have. Now we have, those are the bacteria which are association with unhealthy, etc. So you could go down there. For example, you have Legionella. You have 250, and more precisely, you're 93 percentile. In other words, 93% of people have less than you do. So you are way near the top. So you may want to click that. Here's another one which you are high in. Here's a bifidobacterium which you are high in, and that's not a healthy predictor. Not all bifidobacterium is healthy. Some are good, some are bad. You can never judge. Some cases it's only a combination. So you can go in and mark those, or you can go further down and see anything, items which are here, and gives you percentage here. And you can go in and say, okay, ideal, okay, Roseburia is low, so I could mark that in. And you can now go and just add them into the list. And you see down here, we have 6 bacteria. We can now go over to other things. I'm not going to walk through them individually, but all of them end up presenting you with lists of bacteria and some criteria for selecting the list and information about them. And you can basically go from there. Let's take a look at one specific thing. Let's go over into bacteria producing compounds. Okay, so we have here, we have a nice long list which is a bit hard to use, and there actually is a solution. Research features is where you really want to go, and you go from there and you hop back. This page just gives you a drop down list with everything, and you have to figure out which ones you want to do it. You can go list and handpick bacteria, so a list there, it gives you percentile there. You can uncheck and temporarily change them, so you can take things out of the list if you change your mind, or you could basically get rid of all of them and start again. So that takes us about to the end. You can get your suggestions from there, and the suggestions is very straightforward because you have all the bacteria selected, so no need to filter it. You already have filtered by your selection, and now you can go and show the number of items. Show the number of items you wish to have in your add or you remove, and click here, and there we see which things there are. In this case, most of them are things you should stop taking, not things you should be taking. So that's sometimes happen, but that it depends on the bacteria. In this case, there are exactly 4 bacteria, so it's probably not a very good sampling of what the shifts are that needs to be done. Okay, let's go back to the page, and I believe at this point we have covered everything. You can get rid of all your handpicked selections here, and that's it. So that's what this page is about, and remember, you'll be seeing this on more and more pages, and the big video sitting there on the page will disappear. Look for the video walkthrough link instead if you want more information about the page, and I'm going to try making the walkthrough page specific.